Assalamu alaikum, children. Welcome to our Islamic class. Children, we are learning Unit A, Chapter 3 The Universe Speaks Tawheed. In the last session, we have learned the concepts of atheism, polytheism, and monotheism. Today, we will study short poems about the beautiful creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we will also study a short story related to it. And inshallah, we will complete the lesson today. Let's begin. The true creator. Look at the stars at night. Look at an eagle in flight. Look in the mirror to see how nicely Allah made you and me. Look at the mountains. Look at the geysers which gush out as fountains. Look at the sky. Look at a tiny fly. Look at a large whale. Look at the colors on a sail. Look at all the flowers. Look into the clouds when it showers. Look at the fingerprints on your hand. Look at a small grain of sand. Look at how the rivers flow. Look at a turtle walking so slow. Look at the fish in the sea. Look at the stripes on a bee. Look at an orange carrot. Look at a colorful parrot. Look at the beauty of the moon. Look at a sand dune. Look at a brown grizzly bear. Look at a snowy colored hare. Look at the seashells on the shore. Look at the water pour. Look at the sun. Look at a cheetah's run. Look at a bird's nest. Look at the lions when they rest. Look at a huge redwood tree. Look at your own knee. Look at cardinal's red feathers. Look at the patterns of weather. Look at a dog chasing a cat. Look at a cat pouncing on a rat. Look at the shape of an apple seed. Look at a weed. Look at the beauty of a rose. Look at how slow a plant grows. Look at all those ants. Look at the green plants. Look at a gurgling stream. Look at a blue jay scream. Look at your feet. Look at a grain of wheat. Look at how birds flies. Look at how animals dies. Look at an elephant's mass. Look at a piece of grass. Look at the geese head south. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything, no doubt. Indeed, for sure, everything is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, the one true creator. How beautifully so many creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are mentioned in this rhyme. This is written by Sabahat Sayyid, 13 years old. Faith in action. Always reflect on creation and see the signs that teach you the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always ponder, always keenly observe the different creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and try to recognize the signs of His greatness and power. Always praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and glorify Him. Always praise Him and worship Him only. Now, here's a short story. Let's read it. The Honorable Joha Mullah Nasruddin Hujja and the Pumpkin Tree. Mullah Nasruddin, I hope you all know him, his famous stories. And God knows what's on the land and what's in the sea. And not a single leaf falls, but God knows it. Means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is aware of everything. What's going on the land, what's going on in the heavens, inside the sea, and even just take an example of a leaf when it falls, from which tree it will fall and where it will be blown by the air and where will it reach. Everything is in the knowledge of the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mullah Nasruddin was involved in what he did best, relaxing under the shade of a walnut tree, greeting friends as they walked by, and enjoying his lunch of rice and lamb. He still found time to contemplate the wonders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once Mullah Nasruddin was relaxing under the shade of a walnut tree, greeting his friends, enjoying his lunch, and yet he found time to keenly observe the different wonders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How generous is Allah! He thought to produce such food as pumpkins and corns, and even the walnuts in the tree above. He smiled while picking up a walnut on the ground and examining it. He was thinking about the different creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He thought to himself that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so generous to provide us with fruits like pumpkins, walnuts, corn, and he picked up a walnut from the ground and started to see it carefully. He looked over at the large gardens of vegetables nearby. Take the pumpkin, for example. He looked at the vegetable gardens nearby and then he's thinking that take the example of a pumpkin, which is a huge fruit. Everybody has seen pumpkin. Yes, it is very big. Huge fruit on a plant with no strength. And where does a pumpkin grow? It grows on a creeper which spreads on the ground. It does not have a strong stem. So Mullah Nasruddin is saying that take a pumpkin for example, which is a huge fruit on a plant with no strength to it, while the tiny walnuts comes from a tree with enough strength to hold a donkey. Walnut is a tiny dry fruit, round in shape. So where it grows on a tree which is strong enough to even hold a donkey. That is how Mullah Nasruddin is comparing the strength of a walnut tree that could hold even a donkey. Then he is wondering, I wonder why didn't Allah switch them and make pumpkin grow on tree? He's thinking to himself that why didn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the pumpkin grow on the tree with a strong stem, with much strength, and why he didn't make the walnut grow on a creeper which has no strength. And as he was thinking, just then he felt a tap on his head. Something fell on his head as a walnut fell from the tree. The tap which he felt was of the walnut which fell from the tree on his head. Looking at the object which had hit him, Mullah Nasruddin exclaimed. He realized then, O Allah, with what wisdom did you put walnut on that tree? If it had been a pumpkin, I would be sitting here with a huge lump on my head. Just imagine if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have made the pumpkin and big fruits like watermelon grow on the tree, what would have happened if they would have fallen? Everybody knows well. Firstly, it would have smashed when it would have fallen on the ground, and if somebody would have been there under the shade of the tree, they would have got hurt. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His infinite wisdom, has created everything in the most perfect manner. You just need to observe and see carefully. One more short poem. A great planet to stay, Earth. They call it the third rock from the sun, and it's the place where we live, work, and have fun. Our lives are all balanced in a delicate theme. Allah is the planner and creator. It's all in His scheme. If we were just 10 degrees closer to His creation, the sun, by the increase in heat, we had all be well done. And if then from the sun we were only 10 degrees farther away, only on solid ice we would find place to stay. Allah gives us plenty of water and air, not found anywhere in the universe. Nowhere. Who but Allah can plan and maintain without any goof? Such a place for us to live and offer so many proof. We can see and enjoy Allah's creation of earth, but to Allah we only have any value and worth if we acknowledge Him alone as creator and sustainer of all. Then thank and worship Him alone without any partners at all. Beautiful poem. Children, we have completed the lesson. Let's quickly summarize the key concepts. The first point, we must think deeply about the world and our purpose, the purpose of our life. This is also called tafakkur, which is deep thinking about the universe and its creation. This is a form of worship. Why? Because it brings our heart closer, it draws our attention closer to the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second point, the world is in perfect harmony with the plan that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set for it. Everything is functioning in a perfect balance, in a perfect manner. For example, the trees give off oxygen and take in carbon dioxide. Human beings and animals need this oxygen which is given out by the trees, and they take in the carbon dioxide which is given out by we human beings. How smoothly this cycle is going on and on without any break. The universe performs in perfect harmony without colliding, without any break, without any disturbance. Everything is going on smoothly. Allah has created miracles that can only be created by Him. As we have learnt, the miracle of the brain, how incredibly our brain functions, and the miracle of our ears. And there are many other miracles of this kind. He has created life that cannot be created by any one of us. Indeed, there is no doubt that Allah is the only one who creates or who can create life. Allah has created forces of nature and other creations that can never be created by mankind. Forces of nature, the night and day cycle, the water cycle, how they are going on and working without any stop or break. Can we human beings create such forces of nature or anything of the same kind? No. None of us on this planet can claim or challenge to do so. And how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates huge and tall trees out of small seeds. We have also learnt this. There are some people who rob themselves of the belief that this world is created by one true God, or Allah is the only one true creator. They completely deny the power and existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They just don't believe in the existence of God, and they think that this world, this universe, came into existence by chance or by accident. Such people are called atheists who deny the existence of God or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will be punished in the hellfire. And there are some people who believe in more than one God besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are the idol worshippers or the Hindus. They are called polytheists. And monotheists are people who believe in one God. That is, we Muslims. Tawheed, the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We believe in Tawheed. I hope you all have understood the lesson clearly. I'll be sending you all the notes in the next session, and in the next class we'll begin with a new lesson.